Okay. It's weird to do, the premise that we might be going back to ordinary. Wow. I'd say might. It looks like we are going back to ordinary. Do we get to go in a little cart, or do we just run there? I might be dead. Ow. Still. What was that noise? Either way, it sounds like I'm alive. Which is, a positive thing. Being alive sure does beat being not alive. How does one get in here? Well. That makes me confident that there's, like, more things I've missed. Same true on the other side. Also, kind of amazed that didn't count as a hidden area, location. Oh wait, could we go through the area through the motel? Or just a helicopter? Plane? Once again, it's one of those scenarios where it's like, I'm not entirely sure which way is the way to go. Actually, ammo refund might be quite potent. More so than the that. Oh, do we still not have enough? Hungry for chance on hit. Right. Not sure why I'm doing this, but, Guess this is the plane that they were taking apart. Ah, there's the third. No. Yep. That lets the elevator open. Bing bong. Lots of explosions. Still like the best thing. Airplane evaluation order. The airplane in question was bought in from a private airfield located in the town of Blank, Cincinnati. It is suspected to be connected to the Blank AWE, see Cape Files Blank for details, and it's been evaluated for altered status. The plane is currently being stored in transit corridor in the containment sector, brought here through the New York subway tunnel Special Access Blank. For more information on Tunnel Blank and links to urban legend connected on ghost stations, abandoned tracks, and Blank, see file 412 4522 1. The plane's black box currently being evaluated for blank, and internal readings have been taken by research team, though no altered status have yet been detected. It must be frustrating the amount of times you get something that might be an altered item and you just end up not being one. Running around, seeing nothing. This is very white over here. Okay. Ordinary AoE Stage 1A. Witness testimonies. The first slide was a room with dirty wallpaper and dolls on the shelf. There were a lot of dolls. Oh, Dylan. Interview. The house was empty. No one lived there. We played in there a lot. It was our secret playhouse. Jesse. I went to school with Neil. Some kids called him Nosebleed Neil. Note, likely Neil Hosenberg missing. It was mean. He had asthma. Tom, likely Tom Barlow, missing. And his gang Freddy, likely Frederick Bartwell, missing. Hugo, note, no one by this name was found in public records. Bullied him. We brought Neil to the dump to play. Basically what this game is what that file is telling me, it's all Hugo's fault. Hugo is the main mastermind behind the entire thing.
You're listening to America Overnight, celebrating 29 years, shining a light in the shadows. Thank you for staying with us. Here's our first caller.
Hi. What I'm about to tell you, if they found out, I don't know what would happen.
If who found out, brother?
The men in the suits. They told me it was an industrial accident, but this is something else. Something nobody talks about. Ordinary.
This certainly doesn't sound very ordinary, caller.
No, not ordinary. Ordinary. It's a town. And it wasn't an industrial accident. I mean, that's what they said, but that's bullshit.
Whoa, please watch the language, caller. It may be 2 a.m., but we're still a family show.
I'm sorry. It's just, my brother lived there. They said the town was destroyed, but it wasn't. I went there. The people are gone, but the town's there. It's still there.
So the population of an entire town disappears, yet the town remains. Tell me, was the phrase, "there is no salvation," written anywhere?
I'm not sure.
The same thing happened in Brazil in 23, a village called Hor Verde. More than 600 people just up and left. The government said they were fleeing guerrilla forces, but we know the truth. A mass abduction. as predicted by my regular guest, Dr. Quincy Reagan.
Abduction? You mean aliens? That's bullshit! I know they're lying!
Now, I warned you about the language caller. I'm afraid we're gonna have to cut you off. And good timing, too. It's time for a short break. Hang in there. America Overnight will be right back. Tonight, celebrating 29...
Shush. A lot of odd noises going on. Ordinary summary. An AoE occurred in the town of Ordinary, caused by object of power slide projector number 15. Discovered by local children at the dump outside of town. When a specific set of slides are used in the projected images open doorways to other dimensions. Multiple slides were used by the children, resulting in the disappearance of the town's adult population. Event response on August 30th, 2002. Siblings Dylan Faden, 10 years old, CP6 materials, and Jesse Faden, CP7 materials, were playing at a local dump when they found a discarded slide projector. See Object of Power 15 case file and Dr. Darlin's presentations blank for details. A team led by Director Trench and Dr. Darlin arrived at the site on September 14th. The AWE had ended, but the team found the Faden children, who led them to the slide projector with the slides, which had been burned with the exception of one. Jesse escaped when the agents attempted to detain the pair. In total, 17 surviving individuals were found in the town. All of them were brought in for questioning and tests. See interviews blank and prior candidate program files blank.
There is a curious correlation with the yet unknowable forces intruding upon our world, in the form of altered world events. These forces gravitate toward archetypal objects, a gun, a television, a supposedly haunted house. So clearly humanity affects this process. Our collective unconscious is a map of sorts. We hold the key, but we don't know how to use it. We create these archetypes through everyday life, popular culture, urban legends, but we are observing and influencing a complicated system in action. We can change the likelihood of something being a receptacle for these forces just by thinking about it. But we haven't found a method to control the outcome. And yet, there's something unique in us, in our dreams, in the conceptual reality with power with our minds. What's the cause and what's the effect? Are we the starting point or just a necessary evil in this? A byproduct, a reflection, a projection? We'll struggle to find the answers to these hard questions, or die trying.
Also, all of this whole thing, I definitely see why they have a lot of Alan Wake stuff in it, because it does fit.
There is a curious correlation with the yet
Stage 4A. Jesse and me followed the dung monkeys into the cave. There was a lot of them. More of the kids from town had joined up. It was really scary. Jesse grabbed the projector and we ran as fast as we could. They chased us. I fell, hit my knee. Jesse tried to help me up, but the dung monkeys kept coming. They were just about to get us, but Neil showed up. Neil looked like a dog. Like a melted dog, but I knew it was him. Neil said a lot of times he didn't like being a boy because Tom beat him up. I think he liked being a dog. Okay. Oh yeah, therapy session. The projector wasn't turned off, so we changed the slides to the hard. I heard her immediately. She promised to help. Polaris, I'm assuming. Jesse said we should call her Polaris. It's because she was doing stars at school. Fair enough. Additional slide designation hard is verified in the Bureau's possession and confirmed existence of paranormal entity designated Dog Neil.
Unknowable forces intruding upon our world. In the form of altered world events. These forces gravitate toward
Okay. Keep killing things before I can use my what's it called ability? Shield break.
Annual evaluation of Dylan Faden, formerly P6, performed by Dr. Carla Vaughn. The questions asked here correspond to the 5th iteration of the Gunner's psychological assessment. Are you ready, Dylan? Let's begin then. In a single word, describe the world around you.
Where's Casper?
Dr. Darling is out of the building today.
He's never out. He didn't want to come, did he? He never visits, not since Roberts. Tell Darling it wasn't my fault. I couldn't control it yet, but I can now. I learned. Will you tell him?
In a single word, describe the world around you.
A prison. A cold, empty prison. Not even a poster on the wall.
Mm-hmm. What is the next number in the sequence 3, 6, 9, 12, 15?
18.
18.
Yes.
What day is it today?
How the hell would I know? It's not like you give me a calendar.
Tuesday.
You find a rabbit in the woods. It is breathing, but not moving. You cannot see any blood. What do you do?
Leave it.
Leave it.
Expand on that.
It doesn't matter.
Leave it
The
alone.
rabbit's not real. None of it's real.
What day is it today?
Do you enjoy asking people questions that can't be answered? Is this what gets you up in the morning? What you dreamed of doing as a scared, stupid little girl?
Can you describe a dog to me?
In Ordinary, we had a friend. Nosebleed Neil. And when it all went crazy, you know what I mean. Nosebleed Neil turned into a dog. Or something like a dog.
What day is it tomorrow?
Fuck off! I don't know! There is no calendar! How can I fucking know?
Dylan, calm down.
Fuck you! Fuck you and fuck Casper! Hey! Are you watching this, you old fuck? Did you send your bitch because you're too scared of me? Where is Casper?
Security, get a team in here. I need...
I mean, to be fair, it sounds like they were being a bit of a bunch of dicks about it all. Almost missed this. Stage 2. After what happened at school to Miss Chester, we started spying on Tom and saw where they took the projector. Tom and his holidates were using a Sled Hill Cave, as their headquarters. That's where the projector was. They've been using the temple slide. We call it that, but really it was a broken concrete thing, like a warehouse or a bomb shelter or something. Very dark. The not mother lived there with her babies, children, I don't know. She was feeding Tom and the others her milk. They were changing into little monsters. We called them dung monkeys. Okay, unconfirmed existence of additional slide, designated temple, unconfirmed existence of paranormal entity, designate not mother. I am hugely curious about whether or not we get to see any of this stuff. Before I move on, can I upgrade any of the weapons? I can. Stage 3. 1B. The second slide we called the meadow, but it was really just an empty lot with a bunch of weeds. There was a shack and a phone line. It smelled like flowers there. It was powerful, intoxicating. I had crazy dreams there. It must have been because of the smell. I didn't like it. Didn't like losing control. In the dreams, everything was melting, and then, when we came out, everything had melted around the projector. Ugh. Neil was really into it. He found out we'd been coming there more and more. We found out he'd be coming there more and more. When Tom beat the secret out of Neil and found the projector, he and his goons took it. We thought Neil had got lost inside the meadow when Tom changed the slides, but that's not what happened. Huh. We went in and met Polaris, like a star. She told us we were special. She made us special. It felt like being born or reborn. The world fading in for the first time, familiar but somehow different. Polaris told us how to turn off the projector. The dung monkeys and the knot mother were coming straight at us. Dylan was crying. I turned it off and they were gone. It was over. I took all the slides and burned them. All except hard. Huh. Kind of wish we could explore all the other ones.
Let's see what they have on ordinary. It's all here. Our home, our school, the woods, the dump.
Okay. Boy, ordinary is tiny. Wait, stage 3. Stage 4. Guess that's the dump. Why is this house different? Okay. Stage 2. Stage 1. Tomo and the others had gotten worse. Scarier. The math teacher, Miss Chelsea, tried to make them listen and they pushed over a piano on her, broke her legs. Then Tom bashed her head in. Bye-bye, Miss Chester. I always liked her. I liked maths. That was the tipping point. It was Lord of the Flies level bad. The grown-ups realized something was wrong. The police came and literally dragged Tom and Hugo and the others away. Tom was screaming like that the not mother would make them all go away. They enacted a curfew on every kid in Ordinary. Mum and Dad were pissed, asking us about the dump and everything. I remember wanting to go, them gone like Tom had said. When we woke up the next morning, pretty much all the adults had just vanished. Was I responsible? Did I don't know. Disappearance of a majority of Ordinary's population confirmed as well of the slide projector. Is this a school? Is this our house, essentially? Jesse's house? Okay. Okay, ow.
We found the slide projector in the dump outside town. Did they recreate that too? Is that where they keep it?
Ordinary dump site. Turntable.
You mentioned a poem last time. We talked. By Thomas Zane?
Yes. Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated.
I looked the poem up. Only I couldn't find any poet by that name. I did find a European filmmaker who moved here in the 60s, named Thomas Zane.
What? I don't...
No matter. It suits you very well. The poem. How you see things. Maybe you wrote it yourself?
I didn't.
No matter. You've said a few times that you feel like there's a piece of you missing. Can we talk about that?
Okay. Yeah, it's this... I feel an emptiness, a yearning for something that I think I lost.
It's natural for you to feel that way. Your brother and your parents are dead.
No! No. Dylan's not dead. And that's not even it.
You're referring to the imaginary friend from your childhood?
Polaris. She's come back. After a long time, she's calling me. In a dream I saw, she showed me things.
Jesse.
It felt more real than anything. As real as what happened in Ordinary.
The industrial accident in your hometown? That you believe Polaris caused?
No! It wasn't an accident. There was no industrial accident, and Polaris didn't cause it. She saved me and Dylan.
Jesse...
No! It was a cover-up. The government knows about it. There were agents there. Agents from... I don't know exactly. They took Dylan. I'll find them. I won't stop looking. Polaris wants me to go to New York. There's a building there. I have to leave soon. I have to be there at a very specific time. Something hugely important is going to happen.
Jesse, you know we can't let you go until you're well.
And that begins by understanding what's real and what's imagined. We talked.
Something I want to check out quickly. It looked like there was some windows.
They say when you visit your childhood home, everything feels small. Like a miniature, not real. I got that right.
I was just checking because, you know, we can clearly see these windows, yet we can't get to them. So I just want to double check that there wasn't an area we could have gotten to. But yeah, Thomas Thane, he was someone made up from Alan Wake. Kind of spoilers, I guess. Kinda. I really can't remember that story too well, but he was in Alan Wake.